What's up, guys? Out here doing a little worm fishing today in the pond behind me, and I do a lot of crappie fishing tips on here and try to help y'all out. And I'm going to show y'all something that I started using when I started tournament fishing and really getting serious into crappie fishing. So I love fishing minnows for crappie. I love fishing minnows for crappie around brush. Well, the big downfall to that is the crappie hooks you use are usually, a bronze Aberdeen hook. I specifically use the Eagle Claw size 2/0. Come in a package just like that, a couple bucks at Walmart. That's pretty much what everybody I know uses for crappie in this area when they're fishing with minnows. So, like I said, the issue is you get hung up a lot. Minnows swim you into brush, get you hung up. So, to combat that, I come up with a way to combat that. And I just use Lucky Strike trout worms. That's all I use, Lucky Strike trout worms. They're just a little stick bait. Here's a white one. I'll show you. There's a white one. There's what it looks like. Just a little stick bait, nothing fancy. So, here's what I do. I take this trout worm, and right through the top of it, I hook it. And I put just enough worm on there to cover the barb, like so. And then I bend that hook point out the side of the worm. I run it all the way up to the eye of the hook, like that. And I rotate that worm around where it's facing back over the hook point. You put your minnow on, you put your worm on, whatever you want to use, you put it on. Once you got it on there and you got it baited, you come down here and you hold that worm at that hook point and measure just enough worm to get you, just barely past the hook point. Once you got that measured, rip it off, and there's what you're left with. So then you take it, you stick the end of that worm directly over that hook point. Pull it all the way down past the barb, and there's what you're left with. So your minnow is on here, and you now have something between the hook point and the eye. So as you pull that hook up through brush, or that minnow swims you into brush and you need to pull it back out, that rubber tube there will help deflect that hook point off of brush. People say, well, do you miss crappie by doing that? Do you miss bites? Well, no, here's the glory of it. If you pull it slow through brush, it deflects it. When you get a hook set and something closes around it, and you set the hook, boom, your hook point comes right up and out of that tube, and you have now caught that fish, and this will just slide down out of the way, and you got that fish pegged. So that's my little tip, my little crappie fishing tip of the day. If you're minnow fishing, you're tired of getting hung up, go find you some of them Lucky Strike trout worms at Walmart. I promise they'll help you get more hookups when you get down in that brush and keep you from getting hung up so much. That's my tip.